Hello everyone, welcome to now part 6 of my Beatles vinyl collection. Today I wanted to start off with a kind of an update, a mini update of some Beatles 45s here. So this goes with all the white albums. As I said in the previous video, this video is just going to be all my white albums, but I decided to include this 45 that came in the mail the other day because it is the Beatles' Hey Jude and Revolution from Germany. And this one is in a first original pressing because it's on the Odeon label there. Later pressings are on the Apple label because Germany was transitioning at the time, so the first pressings have the Odeon label. So here's one last look at the picture sleeve. Alright, so now we got the single from the White Album done. Let's move on to the White Albums themselves. Alright, probably one of my best quality records I have in my collection is this first pressing UK White Album stereo, in stereo. I will not take out everything, but I have a video, my most expensive Beatles records, and I'm pretty sure this is in it, and I'll share all the contents within it. It's complete, has all the portraits and posters and the black inner sleeves. So here's the label, or at least one of the labels, but this is a top loader as well. Has a number right there. There's my number. But yeah, it's very nice condition, and I'm glad I have this. Looking out for a mono copy. Hopefully, if I can find one for a good price. And these are all released in 1968. So I go pretty much from my best copy of the White Album to pretty much my worst. There's only one reason why I bought this, and I will explain. So, yeah, U.S. pressing, the White Album, very drawn up and beat up. But I bought this for one reason, and it's just for the labels themselves, because this is a first pressing with all the misprints on here. The way to tell that if you have a first pressing or not, on side 1, it's Obla-Di Obla-Da with no hyphens, and just Bungalow Bill, not the continuing story of Bungalow Bill. So, if it has all the misprints and things like that, it's a true first pressing. They quickly changed it later, so this is the only reason why I bought this album. Not because I didn't have another White Album, it's just because I wanted a first pressing, and it's kind of a placeholder, and probably until I find a better quality first pressing. But on record 2, to make sure you have a first pressing, on the side 4, Revolution, it says Revolution number 1 and Revolution number 9 instead of just Revolution 1 and Revolution 9. So it's just kind of a quick and easy way to tell if you have a first pressing or not. It does not have any the portraits or posters, but that's okay because I just, again, bought it just for the labels themselves. Next up, we got a later issue from 1971 of the White Album. This is on Apple label. Oh, they're all going to be on the Apple label, but this one is from Los Angeles, and it's from 1971 reissue series. And I also have another one from 1971, but this one's a Winchester pressing. On the same Apple label here. Slightly different pressing. It also had a number on it, so it's cool to have one like that. I'll jump to another US pressing from 1976. It has portraits, does not have a poster, but I bought this because it is on the orange and red capital label. It's a later pressing from 1976. Next up, again, I showed one in my previous video of just the record, but again I found this in my grandpa's basement. And I looked it up. It is a 1973 pressing of side 1 and 2 of the White Album. So I like to say I have 14 and a half White Albums because I don't have the jack in the other record. And this one is interesting. It is not a White Album, but a blue and portrait White Album. So the Beatles official title of this album. And this one is unofficial release from Taiwan from 1969. I bought it because it was a little bit different, cool. It's on this blue label there, and it does have a gatefold to it, which is pretty cool, and it has all the lyrics like the poster would. So that's what it all looks like inside. And I looked on the like the inside part, like in this part, and it's like advertisements for like other albums or parts of other records. So there's like song titles inside. It's kind of weird, so I can see why they're unofficial releases from Taiwan and stuff like that. So that's a little weird, but interesting nonetheless. Alright, this one's a pretty cool record from France. And as you can see by the hype sticker, you can probably guess what the vinyl looks like here. It's on the nice solid white vinyl here. A nice Apple logo there. Very cool. Again, this one is from France. And I looked at the portraits here, and I think they're flipped. If I can get this record back in here, I'll show you. I was like noticing the portraits in here, and they just seemed off to me. And I think they might be like flipped. I'll show you what I mean by that. So it has Ringo facing a different way, and like all the lighting seemed different to me. Let's see if I can pull one up. Alright, so there's Paul. Yeah, of course we're missing Paul, of course. Alright, I'll get another portrait. Alright, let's see. Sorry about this, but I'm just curious if anyone caught this or noticed this. Alright, let's try John Lennon. Alright, so here's the regular portrait. And here's the other one. You can see the shadows are on different sides. So the French copy must have been reversed in some way. I don't know why necessarily that is, but here's another different. There's Ringo facing two different ways. So a little weird, kind of interesting though. If anyone else noticed this, I would like to kind of know maybe why that happened. It's just kind of something that kind of caught me off guard by this album. But a nice copy nonetheless. Alright. Sorry about this. Alright. As we move on, we go back to the United States here. A 1978 pressing on the Purple Capitol label. This one is not on colored vinyl, just the standard black, but that's what the label looks like. But 1978 copy, same label. But you guessed it, it is on the white vinyl. Very cool. one of my first White Albums that I purchased. That like it was kind of a big purchase, so it was kind of cool to have at the time. And we go back to another unofficial type record here, and it's actually two records, but I put them into one sleeve. And this is an unofficial picture disc version of the White Album from Germany, I believe. Yep. And this came in two different sets. Volume 1 is here, of John and Paul, just side 1 and 2. And it is a picture disc, so I will show you that the portraits are on the picture discs. So I thought that was pretty cool. And you can imagine who's on Volume 2. And that would be George Harrison and Ringo Starr. And as the cover, they are on the picture disc, or on the record itself. So picked this up at a record show. They were both in like they both sold as kind of as one, so I kept them as one record itself, and kept it under one sleeve. I had trouble always putting these things back in. I'll put them back later. We only got a couple more White Albums left, so it's okay. And this is just a plain 2012 reissue. Nothing a whole special about this album that I remember. And lastly, I did get the 2018 box set, vinyl box set, with the remastered White Album and the Escher demos as well. So let's see. I kept the hype sticker, and it's a very nice package. It comes with a nice booklet inside. It comes with the posters and the portraits and all the albums inside, which I'm pretty sure you have seen from other videos. But I just want you to know that I have one, and those are all my White Albums minus the mono box set one behind me. So I hope you enjoyed this entirely White Album vinyl part series here. So hope you enjoy all these videos, and next video should be Yellow Submarine through Let It Be. So look forward to that one, and thanks for watching.